Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Raw Curves Media Curvypreneur. I'm with a very lovely guest from all the way from down in Delaware, USA. And she is having the time of her life on the set already. And we're going to talk a little bit about her background. So, this lady goes by the name of Olivia.
Yes,
She's all giggles right now.
All giggles, right? All smiles sitting next to you. Thank you for having me on today. I wanted to talk a little bit about modeling and how the industry is changing. And because of that, I've had wonderful opportunities, right, to become a model later on in life. As you know, a traditional or standard model is usually of a certain age and certainly of a certain size.
That's true.
But the plus size industry has embraced those of us who are a little more mature and therefore more curvy, right? Well developed.
Not wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with being well proportioned.
Absolutely.
You gotta have a little sides.
Yes.
You gotta have your main course. You gotta have, if you're gonna have seconds, that's good.
Yes, indeed.
But you definitely need some dessert.
Ooh, okay now.
So, yes, ladies and gentlemen,
Yes.
a curvy woman is a 4-course meal.
Absolutely.
That's just what it is.
That's just what it is.
If it ain't true, then I must be lying.
All right now.
So, how long have you been modeling?
You know what? It's really been just about a year's time.
Really?
I know. It's amazing, actually. And it's because, like I said, the industry, not only the plus size industry, but companies and businesses are seeking models who look like your everyday woman. What I mean by that is, traditionally women were advertised, I should say, or presented by advertisements of a certain size. And so now today manufacturers of various products as well as clothing are saying, a lot of women, most of our clientele, are not of that certain size. They actually range from this to this, and shouldn't we have people that represent that? And so, so in this very short window of time, I've been able to work with 3 different designers, Gordisi.com, which is God's original design, UnbreakableDivasBoutique.com, and then Origin by Faison, of which I am wearing today, one of her designs. And but the great thing about it is, like I said, in the short window, not only am I representing those companies on wonderful programs like yours, but I also am a print model. I also am a runway model, and I aspire to, and I know that's one of your future questions, I'm sure, but I aspire to being on television in other ways, being a spokesperson, being a red carpet presenter, and things of that nature. So I'm excited.
Now, you mentioned you in your short period of time, your short duration, that you actually competed in a competition and you won.
Yes.
And how long ago was that?
It was not that long ago. It was an Easter competition. So the month of April, I was a contestant in a hosiery and heels, which is a fabulous group of folks. Love you guys. But the hosiery and heels competition for the month of April, and it was Easter pageant, so to speak. And I was actually a first place winner of that, so I'm really excited. And but anyway, that was my very first win. I was also in the New York Fashion Weekly contest that also ran late winter, early spring, where I came in as number 27 out of 136 contestants in a cover model contest. So I was not selected for the cover model, obviously, but number 27 is not too shabby when it's your first year out.
When you're starting out, It's never a problem because when you have that chance and opportunity, not a lot of people would go for it.
Sure.
And sometimes it's either stage fright or that they don't got the real hunger, the motivation to be part of a production. Because sometimes it's just not about doing it. Sometimes it's just about you need that encouragement.
Sure.
So have you? What made you want to become a model?
Oh, that's a really good question.
Now that's just that's a question.
It is a question.
What drove you to want to do that?
You know what's interesting? I mentioned at the beginning of the interview that the industry is seeking people like myself at this point. When I was a teenager, young 20s, I had the standard size that the industry was looking for, but I never had the height. I'm only 5'1" 3/4.
Well, hell, you know what? You know what? Which is kind of messed up is that you're there are a lot of beautiful women out there shorter than 5'5".
Absolutely.
And it's just that
who don't have those opportunities.
Yeah, they don't have the embrace of opportunities to want to become a model.
Right.
They just dress up to look sexy if they want to.
Sure.
I've actually know a plus size model from that. Usually, actually, she was from Minnesota, but she moved down to Georgia.
Oh, okay.
And me and her had off and on conversations and stuff, and then she and I finally got in touch with each other again, and then she told me her height, and I was like, "Get out of here!" Because tell you the truth, her pictures, she looked like she's about 5'7", 5'8".
Okay, sure.
When she told me she was 5'2".
I
was like, "Stop lying." I gotta get the measuring tape.
Height isn't really an issue when you're looking at a product for sale. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, that's how we look at it as consumers. Consumers don't say, because she's too short or he's too short to, make me want to buy that Coca-Cola, right? But the industry, right? The industry shaped and molded for decades and decades and decades how the standard should be. And they still do in a way. I don't want you to be misunderstood, people out there. There are still companies and that only will take a standard size model by height, size, and age. Those are still 3 factors.
That's every factor for every show, especially casting calls.
Oh, yes.
Have you... How many casting calls you been to?
I'll tell you what. I have been to 2 because I am limited by my height. I am very blessed to, although I am a more mature woman of age, I've been told, I look younger than the standard age limit that they usually do. So
now,
that was not
question
it. So,
of the...
I'm sorry.
The question of the audience is... How old are you really?
I thought you were never supposed to ask a lady her age.
No, this is Raw Curves Media. We ask the questions.
You're catching me on the spot here. Now everybody's going to say, of course you look that old.
See, I ain't say that. My audience didn't say that. She said that. She didn't say it. They ain't say it.
Calls are coming in. I see the lines flashing.
Because the thing is, how old do you think I am?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't even think about that.
There you go. See, that's a blessing part.
Absolutely. You're ageless.
Not really. No, that's a lie. I age, and I don't age very well. I don't age very well.
Are you going to tell us how old you are?
I give you 3 guesses. I give you 3 guesses.
Oh my goodness. Now I have 3 guesses.
3 guesses.
Okay, let me look closely. Look at me. You have to look at me for this one. All right, audience, help me out. No, I'm kidding. 28.
Strike one.
Higher or lower?
Can't go that one either. You just gotta go straight to a number. Just throw a number.
You are not being fair.
Hey, hell, just throw a number. As long as you don't say 50, we all right. I'll hurt my feelings.
Saying 50.
No, like we ending this conversation right now.
32.
Close, but no cigar.
Oh, close. 31. That's my last one.
Strike 3.
Oh.
You were close. 30.
Oh, see? There you go.
See,
I don't age well, he says.
I don't age well.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
Now, I finally look like I'm in my 30s because people before kept saying I look like I'm in my 30s. But I sound like I'm in my 40s. I don't know how the hell 40
Oh, they
sound.
said you look like you're in your 40s?
No, yeah. That,
no, I didn't think that. No.
Because that's when I used to grow the beard and a lot of hair and everything.
Okay, yes. That can make a difference. Does that mean I don't get to answer my question?
You gonna answer your question, woman? Come on.
You know what? I am proud of my age because I actually publish it on Facebook. It's like I don't even put don't even squash the year on there. I'm like, this is what I am. No, seriously, I'm 43. I'll be 44. At the
like
end
a
of
baby
this year. Oh, stop it! You're so sweet. But anyway, but yeah. So, like I said, that's God's gift. I'm not saying I don't look like I'm 43. I'm saying that people have told me that I look younger than that, and so sometimes I use that to my advantage if there's a casting call.
She's like, I'll tell you, I'm going to kill you.
Oh!
I ain't trying to say nothing.
Oh, okay,
nothing at all. I ain't saying
now when everybody sees your this interview internationally,
hopefully that's it. You know what? I've actually tell you to be honest, I just had my first international Skype interview.
Awesome.
And they're from the Czech Republic.
Oh, excellent. See? Love it. Congratulations.
Yeah, that was the couch. I felt kind of good about that. That's really nice.
You should have been feeling good about that.
It was a complicating interview.
I'm sure. Language barrier.
Barrier, and also it was a technical issues. Not on my side, it was on her side.
Okay, sure, yes.
But at least we still got it done.
Yeah.
But we managed to try to do it. Actually, we're going to try that again.
Yeah.
We're going to do another interview.
That'll be great.
We're trying to get that situated so we can have that real conversation going.
Okay, excellent.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a little break right now.
Okay.
As we make that break, we're going to talk a little bit more about herself, including her background in education.
All right.
So, and most definitely, I know the students definitely but give this woman an apple. Saying she's 43, whatever. Still, I'm going to have to check your ID after this. We'll be right back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're back with Olivia. We're going to talk a little bit more with her background in modeling and also education. Beautiful. So now that you being a full-time teacher, I could just I'm just like thinking like, okay, what grades do you teach?
That's a good question. I currently teach the little ones. That's first grade. But I'm certified to teach all the way through 8th grade, and I have taught kindergarten through 8th grade in my 20 years of teaching.
Sweet. Oh, 20 years. That's great.
20 years.
20 years. Have you I'm just thinking like teaching wise. Have you ever thought of if you had a project, if school want to do a project, would you want to consider on teaching your students how to model?
That's a good
have
question.
Have a little school
elective?
like a little school talent show or something.
Oh, absolutely. In fact, the school that I teach at currently is very big on the arts. I would consider that to be under the window of the arts, and they have talent shows and things like that. And certainly incorporated into the talent show, you could have modeling. Also, after school programs, which actually I was just weeks ago promoted to being the director of the after-school program.
Sweet. Congratulations.
Oh, why, thank you.
Congratulations on that accomplishment.
I appreciate that. So that will bridge sort of a gap between the school and the aftercare time, and more of an academic piece. It's hard to explain in a nutshell, but that's what my role will be as the director. My point is that currently in the program, there are after-school enrichments, meaning it could be karate, it could be golf, it could be soccer, and certainly dance, areas of dance are currently there. Why couldn't we also have modeling? So there's all kinds of possibilities.
It helps to kind of think of it, it helps a child to want to, develop the self-awareness, self-esteem.
Exactly.
It helps it builds a child's self-esteem.
Absolutely. But then on top of that, wait a minute, I got one better for you. What about also a fashion design course after school? Just think of those great little minds creating different types of designs for our future.
I'm actually picturing little kids just dressing up in all types of good outfits.
Absolutely. So, I have a good outfit I want to show you.
And that outfit is?
The one I'm wearing. May I please?
Yes, you may.
All right, as I described earlier, origin by Faison. Please use any other curves that you see here. But origin by Faison designed this here. Can you see everything?
She really want me to answer that question.
The interesting thing about this design is it's called the dress that keeps on giving. And we say that because just the basic dress itself, as you can see, right? This is the basic dress, front to back. There's all the curves. But anyway, seriously, this is an additional piece to the dress. As you saw me earlier, and I can sit back down. As you saw me earlier, I had it off the shoulder. Okay, so then in the back, right, it lays like that from the side view in the back. When we came back on, I had it here, all the way around, okay? And again, I could flip it to this shoulder if I wanted, if I feel better about that shoulder. So that's why we call it the dress that keeps on giving, because you can wear it plain as is, or you can make your ostrich feathers or whatever kind of feathers you design with Miss Faison work for you. And obviously color choices, like my color choice, which is white for today. This was custom designed for your show, just so you know. Absolutely.
She's trying to tell me something. She's flirting with me.
No, I am just
but it's okay. I'm just joking. I'm just joking with you.
Teasing.
It's a beautiful dress. It's a beautiful outfit.
Well, thank you, and I will let her know. And I understand she might be able to do an interview with you soon.
Yeah, you should just give me a call on the broadcast, and
fabulous.
I'll definitely make it happen.
Wonderful. We would also like to see if we can make arrangements for Curtis Hudson of Gordisi.com to do a phone interview with you, as well as Kishna Beals of Unbreakable Divas Boutique.
I'm all about giving people opportunities
I'll be back again.
More the merrier.
Fun time.
Hey, I'm having a great time with you too.
Oh.
Everybody. Now you see what I'm talking about.
Absolutely.
When it comes to Raw Curves Media, Curvypreneur is about opportunity.
Yes.
And when you get opportunities to be on the show, I'm going to tell you this.
Exciting.
Why? This is an indeemed question. Who would turn down free publicity?
Exactly.
A fool would turn down. I'm dead serious. I'm not even going to hold my tongue anymore. A fool. who just do not show up on the show, and they think that, well,
It's crazy.
either that they don't have the time, but they procrastinate, and by the time I have given you the time to come on the show,
You're very courteous, really.
I have open schedule. I already had the schedule mapped out for the month of May,
Yeah.
but this time there's no more procrastinating. If you say you're gonna come and you don't show up, it's it. I'm not even allowed to even have myself to come after you ever again.
Right.
I don't have time for it anymore. I grew patientless for giving people opportunities to come on the show, talk about what they have done, their accomplishments, talk about their business, talk about their hobbies or their career or their goals in mind.
Exactly.
It's all about a chance and opportunity for others to know who you are. I don't know who you are, but it's about you having people to know who you are. I would love to know who you are.
Absolutely.
Who doesn't want to let other people know who they are? And
you've been so gracious. I mean, I don't want to interject, but, people don't know until, like you say, they don't know until they know. And, you have opened your doors not only to me, but to so many, and you didn't have to. I mean, that's the bottom line. You didn't have to, and yet you have. And so for people not to take advantage of, not take advantage in a negative sense, but take advantage of that in a positive sense to promote themselves or to promote, someone else, like you said, it doesn't make any sense.
Because
it's opportunity.
I just did say that month of May was the final schedule. But that seems to be not very true.
Ooh,
Since that I am opening up a new schedule for the month of June.
Okay, excellent.
With 6 last final interviews.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
You got to make the time. Because when it comes to those other shows, some other shows might give you the opportunity, but some of them may not.
That's true.
Once the show is being aired on television and on the internet, once the episode's been aired on television, then that's when I release the video on YouTube the same very day when you're prepared. Because when you already know what you've done, you already got your interviews already down packed, so you pretty much already know what you want to expect. You expect people to take you seriously.
Absolutely.
As a professional. You want to be professional about it, be professional. Have that common courtesy. If I give you an invitation, if you decline the invitation, that's okay. I don't have no grudges against you. But if I send you an invitation and you say you're gonna come and you don't show up, man, that's a total disrespect, Holmes.
I know that's right.
That's a total disrespect, man. I don't understand why people keep trying to disrespect me. I'm trying to respect you. I'm taking you seriously.
I love it.
But it's all good.
It's all good. Because the Lord's going to bless you. You know that, for open up the doors as you have already.
That's all it takes, man. It's the first season. By the time the first season makes that goal point for other people to see what Raw Curves Media Curvypreneur is based on. And others now people see me on Facebook announce about a special guest that myself had booked to be part of a fashion / reality show.
Yes.
This
24th, right?
Yeah, the 24th of May on the production of Curvypreneur. And I'm doing the thing with you okay?
Excuse me. Thank you. Forgive me.
I'll edit that part out.
Thank you so much.
So when you have that goal in mind that you want to accomplish, always remember that when people are trying to help you and they trying to do you right, never take it for granted. If you think your shit don't stink,
all right then.
That's the other part about me. I don't sugarcoat on my show. And if your shit don't stink on when you think you're popular than everybody else, and being who gives you a chance to come on the show, just to show a little bit about you, you know. All right, cool. All right. I don't like you anyway. I could tell you right in your face. If you got the question, I'm gonna whip out an answer.
All right now.
Just trigger me an answer. Just trigger me a question. I'll strike a match and give you the straight answer right off my tongue.
All right.
That's what Raw Curves is all about. When I say Raw Curves can talk, when Curves can talk, these sexy fool lips right here can tell you what is on his mind.
All right now.
But
yes,
that's just my little final thought.
It was a good thought.
And others to actually want to bring out that real opportunity for others to know who they are. It's about that time. This is a 2015 season. Everybody's preparing themselves for fashion shows and other competitions and pageants. You got the Full Figured Fashion Week. You got your Baltimore Fashion Week. You got your Virginia Fashion Week. You got your New York City Fashion Week.
Delaware Fashion Week.
And your Delaware Fashion Week. See, I never even knew there was a Delaware Fashion Week. And not until this lady brought it to my attention. So when she brought it to my attention, I'll give the other people a shout out.
That's right.
Hell, I even give Catherine Schaller, a lady who actually brung me to see a better light as far as production goes.
Wonderful.
She blessed me, and I'm blessing her right back.
Excellent.
She gave me a chance to redeem myself and show her what I'm about. Now I'm blessing her back.
All right, that's how it's done.
Yeah. That's what all about.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So it is about that time to make this a air out time.
Well, thank you so much for having me.
I most definitely am happy that you came all the way from Delaware to come over here. I'm actually shocked that you actually had done it. I you know what?
Oh.
Well, the next time you come back on the show, I'm going to bless you with a gift.
Oh, this has already been a gift. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm happy.
Any more gifts to come. I'm humble and thankful in advance.
There you go. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is another production of Raw Curves Media Curvypreneur, and it is time to say goodnight.
Good night.
This is my guest, Aunt Olivia, and myself. I'm the host of Raw Curves Media Curvypreneur, Terrell Antoine Waiters, and tonight is your night. Good night.
All right.